What is up, everyone? My name is Darby Rae Crouch, and this is our very first session of Inside the Spring Training Track with Darby. And our very first guest today is none other than Layne MacGillivray, the 2022 World Champ of the WPCA. So I'm very excited to be here. I've been spending the day with Layne, and we've just been kind of talking about spring training. I've been videoing some behind the scenes, so I just kind of want to, I thought of this as educational purposes. We're just going to talk about what it is, what you guys are doing, leading up to the very first one at the Grand Prairie Stampede. So what does like a typical day of spring training look like?
Basically it's, I feed at 6:30 and then we start conditioning or truck training, I guess, at about 8 or so. And yeah, we get the barn all done and conditioned and then cleaned and yeah, and then we continue on through the day doing odd jobs or hooking horses or whatever that day brings you, I guess. But yeah, we keep busy, that's for sure.
I want to talk about your team. Like last year, your team was so strong. Do you kind of have any up-and-comers? You were working some young horses, so let's talk about them.
Yeah, we typically, or right now, sorry, we have 4 new ones that are in the driving pen that I'm pretty high on, actually all of them. So yeah, we'll see what they bring us. It's early yet, yep. And yeah, we'll see what they bring us here in these next 3-4 weeks, and we'll see what we bring to Grand Prairie for sure.
What is kind of like your telltale sign that they're ready or not ready when you're kind of training right now?
It kind of differs between each horse. Every horse kind of tells you basically, and that's kind of what I feed off of. Is there's the odd one that you might rush a little bit if you think there's one that's advanced a little bit, mm-hmm. and maybe you need him in a position, you might rush him a little bit. Mm-hmm. For the rest of them, we've been taking quite a bit of time with them, so they're all ready now, to get into their next step, I guess, yep. in their training process. So yeah, it's all a process for sure, yep. and you gotta feed off the horse.
When we were getting ready and you just had finished working some of them, I looked at this really big horse and I'm like, I mean, most of your horses are quite big, but this one was exceptionally big.
Yeah.
Ace, he's your
yeah.
he's your workhorse.
He's our workhorse.
Can you kind of talk about what his job is and why it's so important for your young horses?
Yeah, he's got a very important job. It's a very short job, but it's mm-hmm. a very important job. And I actually bought him about, I think this is our 4th year with him now, and yeah, he's been a really good breaking horse for us. And he'll take two or three depending on the day. Today he took 2, so mm-hmm. yeah, he does really good. He's very good to to hook them with. If the new horse happens to have a little bit of a fit or whatever that he's not liking something that day, well, Ace just stands all through that. And yeah, I know he's been really good for us. So.
Last year was such a great season for you. Does that kind of, after winning the championship and taking it all home, does that kind of give you that confidence going into the 2023 season, or is it just kind of another one? The confidence of knowing that the horses are, are there, is there. But I mean, you gotta approach it like any other year, and that's the way I'm trying to approach it mm-hmm. this year. Is it's just another year, and you try to prepare the same and come as ready as you can, because everyone out there is going to be doing the same. They're going to come tough, and they're going to come ready for mm-hmm. To try and do what we did last year. And you know what? If we're in the mix, then hopefully we are, and if not, well, we have to reevaluate next year and go from there. But yeah, we're going to come as prepared as possible and ready, hopefully. Yeah. I was watching you guys work with your horses, and something really cool to me is how calm all of you guys are, and every little thing you're doing with them, you're talking through them, whether you're saying step, move, or whoa, like, typical things, but you guys are very calm with them. Why is that so important for you guys to kind of have that attitude around them?
They read off of you.
Mm-hmm.
If you're excited, they get excited. Mm-hmm. And if you're calm and everyone's calm around them, then to me it goes better. And we've had very good success these last probably, I don't know how many years, but
you know, very good success with their routine of breaking, and just taking the time with them and spending that time to you know, give them the opportunity to be their best.
Yeah.
And you know, the odd one doesn't, you know, they don't want to do it.
Yeah.
So you have to find a riding home or something for them. But you know, for the most part, we've been pretty fortunate. So you know, we're gonna continue on probably doing what we're doing, and hopefully it continues to pay some dividends.
Yeah. I want to take it back kind of a little bit, because obviously some people watching this might not know a whole lot about you. So what kind of got you into this in the first place? Because you're a third generation, so that probably had a lot of influence on you. But what gave you that big push?
You know, my dad was in it, you know, back when I was just a kid. And then he went in the pony side there for a little while. And then I think it was 1981, he got right out of the wagons for a little while. Went team roping, and then a friend of his broke his hand in 1987 and asked him to come and drive his outfit that year. And the wagon life was always one that I always enjoyed watching the wagons. It was always something that intrigued me. And you know, I'd been around it young and then stepped away from it for a while, and when he got back into it in 1987, like, it was just, it caught on big time with me, and yeah, so then he drove his friend's outfit that year, Nelson Ethier's that year, and then in 1988 he had his own outfit going again, and yeah, the rest is, we've been on the road since then. So
Right.
yeah, so I was 12 years old, and 11, I think.
Yeah.
No, I would have been 12, I guess, when he drove Nelson's outfit, and then 13, and started out riding at 14, and yeah.
The rest is history?
The rest is history, I guess, as the old saying goes.
Yeah. You have your whole family helping out here. Do you think that contributes to your success, how much family orientated, you know, you have your son out riding with you as well? Does that help a lot? For
sure. It's you know, it's a big part of our sport. You know, everyone's family is involved in one way or another. And you know, you see the longevity, and you know, the Glasses, the Sutherlands, the Bensmillers, like how many generations deep those guys are, and the Cosgrave family, and whoever else. I mean, I know I'm missing some, but it's huge and you got to have that support. I mean, it just makes life easier when that support is there, for sure, and everyone, you know, enjoys what you're doing, and yeah, it's unfortunately, it looks like my son is going to follow probably in the footsteps, but yeah. We'll just see where the wagon racing end of things go, and yeah, definitely want him to, but
You're
for
gonna
sure.
have to find a new outrider then. Just
Yeah, exactly, yeah.
You'll be racing against him.
Yeah.
Well, it's been really great to chat with you, and thank you for having me out here, and really looking forward to seeing how this season goes for you.
For sure, yeah. No, we're very excited as well, and want to thank all our sponsors for sure that come back in with us this year, and the new ones that we have as well. So it's you know, we're in the beginning steps, I guess, or the mid steps of getting started, but yeah, we're looking forward to it for sure. So.
Yeah, we're about a month away,
we are,
even,
yeah.
And we'll be at the Grand Prairie Stampede. So I'm Darby Rae Crouch with our spring training sessions presented by Century Downs Casino and Racetrack. Stay tuned, because we're going to have a lot more training sessions for the season.